Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the bottom of the hour. Let's get this call underway. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our team members from around the world. Those who have got home from convention anyways. There's a lot of people still in transit. I spoke to a number of people who are still at some of the hotels in Salt Lake City. And let me also extend a warm welcome to any guests on this line tonight. This is our leadership call that we do each and every Monday for Zija International to help develop the core leadership within Zija International, the people who are driving this company forward, those that have big goals as it relates to the business, people that are looking for the six-figure annual income. And it's nice to be able to say, we weren't able to do this 2 years ago, but we can do it now. Those that want to develop the six-figure monthly income and even multiples of that multiple six-figure monthly income. And so obviously, when we start talking about those kinds of numbers, the philosophies and the habits, the disciplines and so forth that we have to employ in our business go far beyond just sharing the product with a couple of friends, or we can develop a great part-time income. If you're a guest online tonight, you may have some questions about this Zija product line, which of course is the foundation for everything we do, the foundation for our business, for our success, for the longevity of our business, our customer base, and so forth. We do a call specific to the product line each and every Wednesday, and that's done with our formulator. So this coming Wednesday, there will be a specific product call, especially in light of the fact that there were some new products announced at the convention this past weekend. And Pat Anderson, Diamond Elite, one of our top business builders, will be hosting that call this coming Wednesday. And so for those of you that haven't met me, my name is David Moses, and speaking to you from my home office here in Toronto, Canada. And at this moment in time, particularly if you're a guest on the line this evening, you probably got a call by somebody very excited for good reason. They just got home from our annual international convention, which had somewhere between 3,500 and 4,000 people. I don't have the exact number, all congregated in Salt Lake City. We basically took over pretty well every hotel in the downtown core, and of course the convention center, the Salt Palace, where we had what undoubtedly was the most spectacular weekend since this company's inception. A weekend of vision, a weekend of inspiration, empowerment, a weekend of dreams, and a weekend of dreams that have turned into reality for many, many people as it relates to financial freedom, residual income, better health, time freedom, travel, becoming debt-free, helping others, and a variety of different categories in life that each and every one of us have goals that may be unfulfilled or goals that we're currently working on fulfilling. And so it really was a special weekend. For those of you that are on Facebook, you need only wire into a few of the people who are involved in Zija, and I think many of the images tell the story. So no need to hear it verbally. You can look at the images and look at the photo albums, and you can get a sense of what's going on here. And more importantly, if one is listening to this for the first time, look at those images to see how they would fit into your own personal vision, your own goals, dreams, and aspirations for what you want to create, not just for yourself, but obviously for your family, for your children, for your legacy. And these are not just words. These are stories of reality within this company. There are, for me, having been involved in Zija since October of 2007, having gone through some of the difficult times as this company grew in 2008 and 2009. In fact, didn't grow that much in those years. But what's happened since 2010 has been quite amazing to be able to sit at a convention and watch what was happening up on stage with the literally hundreds and hundreds of success stories of people that walk the stage from a complete life transformation standpoint, from when we speak about health or weight loss, to a complete life transformation when we speak about financial security or prosperity. And it's an amazing thing to sit there and say, I remember this person when they got started and they didn't know what the next step was. I remember this person when they had some real difficulties in a number of areas that were causing, distraction and not being sure about what the path was. I remember this person when they got started and had just amazing success very quickly. And you see all these stories, and you get a sense of what we can do to make a difference in the life of others. That's what this company is all about. We're not just about health products. We're not just about good nutrition, about weight loss, skincare. Zija is much, much, much more than that. It's more than money. It's more than the Mercedes program or people driving. I think they had a list of all the people who are part of Team Benz. That's a car program that the company has where we can achieve car qualification status and have the company pay our monthly lease on a Mercedes. I think there was upwards of 175 people now in cars. Not just qualified, people that have actually got their car. And that's pretty amazing, given that the program is less than 2 years old. And so our company is more than all of these things, more than the exotic trips, more than the big paychecks, more than the residual income. One of the things that was most apparent this weekend at convention was listening to the testimonials and the stories of people who went up on stage. Because for those of us that were there and listened to those stories, one aspect of the story that overshadowed everything that was said at convention was the desire to help others, the desire to make a difference in other people's lives. In fact, Zija is now featured in Success Magazine. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's the December issue, or it might be the November issue of Success Magazine that'll be hitting all the store shelves around the world. Every major newsstand will have a Success Magazine, Success from Home, and all of the stories in that magazine, every one of the stories in that magazine ended with the final couple of paragraphs that spoke about making a difference in other people's lives, being able to help others achieve a great health or prosperity or personal development, basically helping other people advance in their own lives. That was the number one goal, the number one focus, the number one area of fulfillment by all of the people interviewed in that magazine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, tells the story of network marketing. It tells the story of a long-term legacy company. It tells the story of who we are and what we do. And going forward, from where we are today, going into the rest of October and into November, then the holidays, December, and then, of course, preparing for the new year, Everybody needs to know this. You need to understand this. I ask you to pay attention. This is a moment to be paying attention. Now, there's been many moments to pay attention in Zija, no question about it. There's been many, many intersections of growth, intersections of evolution of the company where we need pay attention. We are now at another one of those intersections, right this minute, right now. And again, those that were at convention got a sense of that intersection of the next evolution or the next surge in growth. All indicators are pointing to, and also the fact that we had international representation from five continents, and roughly 20-25 countries represented at convention this year. We had an international reception for that. All indicators are pointing to this company starting its liftoff in 2014. Now, we've said this before, that, yeah, Zija's been in business a couple of years, the company's already launched. No, the company has not launched, ladies and gentlemen. Zija has been laying a foundation over these years, a big foundation. That foundation has been in everything from product development, a success on the product, a base of people who believe in the product, corporate infrastructure development, manufacturing, the home office. Many of you got to have that tour. In fact, there were 2,000 people that toured the corporate offices and the manufacturing facility this past weekend. Laying the infrastructure of leadership, the plantations around the world, our charitable work as a company, our philanthropic work, doing for others, making a difference, developing all of the tools in the marketing. All of this has been a multi-year project which has now laid a foundation for a large legacy company to be built on. To put it in another perspective, or use another metaphor, Zija is like an aircraft, a 747 or let's call it an A380 at the gate, and we've been boarding this vehicle, we've been boarding this aircraft over these last several years. The company is now ready to leave the gate, or taxi, if you will, to the top of the runway. I believe in the next several months and the first quarter of next year, we will be in the mode of taxiing to the top of the runway, and I believe in 2014, Zija will actually start its run down the runway. And takeoff for this company, I mean real takeoff, will be in 2015. Now, painting that picture in light of the fact that we already have many, many multi-millionaires, and if for those at convention, you got to see all of the people that have earned $500,000, people that have earned $1 million, people that have earned multiples of millions, and people that have earned the type of money where they didn't even bother talking about it. That's still in light of a company that hasn't taken off. Now, why am I sharing this evening? Both for the guests that are online tonight and for our existing team members, I want everybody to understand where we are at this minute in time in terms of the growth of the company and in terms of what the future looks like going forward. I want everybody to understand what the next 12, 24, 36 months will look like, so that everybody knows how they can position themselves to have a piece of that coming growth. Now, there's no question that growth will be there. It's the same thing we said 3-4 years ago when times were very difficult and nobody wanted to do, it just wasn't hip to do Zija. It was not a fun company because there was no success to speak of. Those were the days when, there was no highway. We actually had to, with a machete, cut through the brush trying to create a dirt road. Forget about gravel, forget about a paved road, forget about a super 9-lane highway. We were in the mode of cutting cutting our way through to create a path. Okay? Zija is now a finished highway, and the door is opening for people to enter that highway in 2015. And what that means to everybody on the line tonight is if you have a desire, if you are open, if you are willing to explore, if you are willing to put in the time, energy, and effort, this will be the fastest vehicle to create prosperity than anything that's in the marketplace today. The company is perfectly positioned for that in every respect. Every leader is looking to help other people become successful because every leader in this business can only advance their success by helping somebody else become successful. And we are absolutely committed to that. Yeah, we had 3,500 people in Salt Lake City this weekend, but we want to have 5,000 to 10,000 people at our convention next year in Las Vegas. I mean, that's the only way we're going to fill up the Mandalay Bay and take over that entire hotel and a good part of the Vegas Strip for our convention next year. That means we have to double in size. That means a lot has to happen between now and then in terms of success for a whole lot of people. Now, knowing that 85% of the most successful people in this company are first-time networkers. That's people who have never been involved in this industry before. This is their first opportunity. This is the first time they've ever been involved in network distribution. First time they've ever been involved in business. Knowing that 85% of the people that you saw walk across the stage at convention this weekend are first-timers is probably the most inspirational and or motivating aspect of being a part of Zija International. This company is built on the success of the average person with an above-average desire who plugs into our system and follows that system. It is not built on professional networkers. Okay, I've got 25 years in the industry myself. I've been an owner. I've been corporate at a variety of positions over those years. I've been a top distributor. When we talk to a brand new person, that may not be so inspiring. That may be something where a person says, yeah, well, I don't know if I can do what you do. I don't have 25 years to invest. Well, what about the people that have become highly successful in 12 to 24 to 36 months? And some people within 12 months have achieved levels of success that are just simply unexplainable. That's who we're interested in. And so in order for this company to go from 200 million to 400 million in 2014, we're going to need to create a whole lot of new success stories. A lot of new success stories. And those success stories are going to come from new people, brand new people. Those of you that are guests online tonight, you will be the next generation of success. You will be the people who will have a large customer base, a new customer base, leadership that is developed below you, other success stories that are a part of your team. And those will be the people that will propel and build your success. And of course, those same people will be the next generation leader in this company as we move closer to 2015, the latter part of next year. And so that's where we are as a company. Some of the things that we're doing to drive all of this um, all of this vision, to help this vision unfold. In other words, help what we're talking about become reality, is going to be apparent in the commitment of all the leaders in Zija International. And there's many leaders on this line tonight, but I can tell you some of the things that I'll be doing. And people ask me, well, David, you're in a position now with a multiple six-figure income. Why would you want to be doing any more work? Why would you, a multiple six-figure income every 30 days? Why would you want to go and invest more time and run around and fly around and put in all that time and energy? And here's why. Because I owe it to the people who worked hard in building their business that got me here. That's why. Well, granted, yeah, sure. Of course I want to advance my own business. But actually, I'm more committed to assisting the people who got me here. And I think if you ask any leader who's earning significant money that same question, they'll probably give you a similar answer. They will tell you that they have a responsibility and a commitment to help the people become successful who have built the foundation of their business. There's no question about it. You can ask, I heard Fred Holmes on the line this evening, one of many of our leaders. Fred, it was great to see you get that $2.3 million check of the earnings that you've made here at Zija and the new Rolex and all of that. But I know that you're committed to helping and working with your team. I know that you invested a fair bit of money in helping people get to convention. And I know that you'll be doing a lot of things in the coming months to help people advance their business. Well, one of the things that I'll be doing, along with Chris Estes, also a multiple seven-figure earner in Zija International, and Russ Bianchi, our formulator, is the three of us are going to hit upwards of 20 cities in a number of countries on 3 different continents in the next 6 weeks. The next 6 weeks, so roughly in the next 30 to 35 days, 36 days, we're going to hit cities all across America, all across Canada. I will be in Norway and Sweden, and then I'll be off to Asia. And all of these events that we're going to be at, there's going to be all kinds of special incentives, all kinds of benefits, and everybody that's building towards these events, starting on this conference call, are going to literally lay the foundation and set their sail for 2014. So we're coming out of convention, and we're going to put, we've got a forest fire right now in the company in terms of the energy that is being unleashed with all of the people coming out of this convention, and even before we got into convention. This company's on the move in a big way. What we're going to do is we're going to take a fire hose, but it's not going to be water coming out of that fire hose. It's going to be gasoline. We are going to fuel the fire that we have in every way we can throughout all these cities, all these states, all these provinces, all these countries, on all these continents, so that we can push the company into the next level of growth. We can literally be the catalyst for that growth, along with all of the leaders who are doing very much the same thing within their communities. So we're going to hit 20 cities, but leaders that are within those cities are hitting 20 small towns. And those 20 small towns have people that are hitting 20 homes with PBRs, private business receptions in the homes. Those 20 PBRs are going to lead to 300 to 500 people at each the events in these 20 cities on these different continents. And that's going to lay the foundation for 2014. In 2014, you can write this down. You can expect that Zija will be on a trajectory to double in size. And obviously, if you and I are in a vehicle, and that vehicle is going 500 miles an hour, and you're in that, well, let's just call it Mach 1, and you're in that vehicle, then you will grow at the speed at which that vehicle is moving, so long as you're in that vehicle. And of course, taking a few action steps. The idea is to have a company with a great product, great management, a great team, a system, a strong compensation plan, and catch that company in the bloom phase, in the growth phase, during its time of penetrating the marketplace, at its time when everybody's coming on board, at the time when it doesn't require a lot of effort to show someone the vision, to show somebody the success, because there's so much success to be shown. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the time to be involved with a network distribution company. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the time when we can build a dynasty. That, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly where Zija International is at this very minute. If you're new on the line tonight, what I suggest you do, I invite you to get back with the person who brought you on this call. I want you to get your questions answered about the product, about the company. Watch the video. There's a couple of videos online that will certainly present that and articulate that to you very clearly. And then plug into our system. Invite people to take a look. Invite them to explore the possibility. You don't have to sell anybody anything, but you can get people to come take a look, because I guarantee you, if they take a look, they're going to absolutely love what they see. And so on One Team Worldwide, the posting of all of those cities will be up probably by the morning or within the next hour possibly, right on the front page. You'll see a video, a 13-minute video that we've put together to show the Zija opportunity. Right below that, you'll see the art of network distribution. That is an 11-hour download of everything I've learned in 23 years about network marketing. And right at the very top, the posting of all of the 20 cities for the up-and-coming tour will be posted by this evening's end, or certainly by the morning. And so take a look at that, and we look forward to your success. I look forward to seeing many of you in the cities on the up-and-coming tour. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Millionaires in Training. There will be a business presentation call tomorrow night, and there will be a special product-centered call this coming Wednesday. With that, everybody, the lines are open.
Thanks, David, from Pat. Bye tomorrow.
Thank
you, Gary Thompson, San Francisco Bay Area.
Amy McKenzie, Seattle, Washington. Thank you, David. Illinois. Thank you. Anita Jackson. Patty from Delaware.
David Cobb,
Ontario. Becky Wagner, New Philadelphia, Ohio. Thank you.
Alana Cooper, Mexico, Missouri.
Tristan Pop, Albany, Georgia.
Dave Shute, McDonough, Georgia.
Angel Hall. Jerry Harry, West Ghana. Pedro Harry, Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks, David. Thank you, David. Thank you, David.
Chris Paul, Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you, Mr. Moses.